You know, today is it's a fitting day, the day before election, to recognize a individual who had an influence not only on Schenectady, but the country in the women's movement to allow them to vote. You know, which today we think of these things really we take for granted, but they were really long, hard struggles that occurred within this country. And Izetta was a leader. She did a lot of great things, served this community, and really made a difference in the entire movement, not only within the capital region, but within the country. So on behalf of the city and the office of the mayor, I've issued a proclamation today. But whereas, and let me put on my glasses.
Yeah.
Whereas, as an actress, activist, and a suffragettist, Izetta Jewel was a founding member of the National Woman's Party. And whereas in 1920, Izetta became the first woman nominated as a candidate for president at the Democratic National Convention and spoke at the 1924 Democratic National Convention. And whereas in 1922 and 1924, Jewel ran for the United States Senate in West Virginia as one of the first women to run for political office in the United States. And whereas in 1927, Jewel moved to the Stockade neighborhood of Schenectady and later moved to 1018 Nott Street in the GE Realty Plot. And whereas in 1928, Jewel became a pioneering radio broadcaster at WGY and later that year performed the first radio and television drama, A Queen's Messenger. And whereas in 1930, Jewel ran for the 30th Congressional District of New York, and in 1931, she ran for the New York State Assembly District Number 2. And whereas from 1931 to 1934, during the Great Depression, Jewel served as Schenectady's Commissioner for Public Welfare. And whereas Jewel later served in the administration of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. Now therefore, I, Gary McCarthy, Mayor of the City of Schenectady, do hereby proclaim November 24th, 2017 as Izetta Jewel Day in the City of Schenectady in honor of her contributions to our local community and her tireless efforts on behalf of the women across this country to obtain the right to vote on this 100th anniversary of the women's suffrage in New York State. I'm proud to present that to, come up, Joe. Thank you for all your work. I want to thank Mac and the team here at MySci for allowing this display to be here and just allow that message to get out, because there's so many great things that have happened in this community. A lot of times we forget the things, and it's just appropriate that we pause and have the opportunity to reflect back on the great contributions that individuals have made to this community. Thank you.